Thanks for tuning in to Sailing BC. We hope you watched the first 2 episodes and are ready to continue the journey with us as we bring our first sailboat back to Canada from Gig Harbour, Washington. If you're new to the channel, grab a hot chocolate and settle in as we take you on a snowy sail from the charming town of Laconnor to the deserted marina of Point Roberts and eventually back home to beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Be sure to watch to the end so you can find out what we've been up to and why it's taken us so long to get this episode out.
So we're in Laconnor right now on the Swinomish channel. Took a little break from some of the rough weather. It's a great, cute little town, and we're gonna stay here for the night. We have to wait for the tide to drop. We just barely made it under one of the bridges at 75 feet. We are 64, plus with the tide was at about 9 feet. Didn't give us a whole lot to spare. So tide's dropping a little bit in the morning. We're gonna ride that and try and make a run for it to Point Roberts before the next big winter storm rolls through. I was mucking around doing the drone and playing with a bunch of stuff, and Adele decided she was hungry, so she buggered off to a restaurant, and I'm trying to find her and hopefully not in too much trouble. And Adele's meeting me at the Laconnor Seafood and Prime Rib. You know, you got a good girl when that's where she wants to meet you. So we had a good dinner tonight, and we're going walking to try and get some provisions. We're gonna head to Point Roberts tomorrow, and then we're gonna be holed up there till probably Monday, so 5 days. We're gonna have to be stuck at the marina while we wait to get a COVID test to get across the border. So we're gonna need, to get some more food and a couple pops, and buckle in and hang out at the boat. Walking to the market, -5. It's fucking cold. Kind of getting over being this cold.
We woke up to find our boat covered in another big dump of snow. We cleared the decks and made our way north up the Swinomish Channel towards Anacortes and eventually Point Roberts.
Well, we just had a little bit of a nail biter getting under this bridge. We probably cleared it by about 3 feet, maybe not even, and we're at low tide right now. Our mast, probably with a little wind indicators there, probably was about right where that green light is, if you can see it. Kind of scary, but Captain Chris did an excellent job.
We popped out of the channel into Padilla Bay and snaked our way around dozens of crab pots, making sure we stayed between the markers that indicated deeper waters. As we approached Guaymas Island, the wind grew much stronger and the waves were hitting us head-on, making for some serious bow slamming. We had no choice, we had to keep moving. To make matters worse, the cold air was freezing the salt spray to the Dodger and making it even harder to see our path.
Hey, things have mellowed out a little bit. Winds have dropped to about 15, and seas have died a bit. We're in a bit of protection here from Lummi Island, which is looking really beautiful right now. Snow cap, and it's doing us a favor of blocking some of this exposure. Is it Dallas hanging in? This is our first big wind day. Even though we're just motoring and can't get the sails up, it's still a pretty wild ride today. Wow, what a change from earlier. The sun's out, winds dropped to about 9 knots. Was even able to get the mainsail up. Had to go clipped in and dig out the outhaul track that was solid ice and pour a couple of buckets of water in the track and work all the ice out of there. I was able to get the sail out, at least halfway for now. Also had to do a little repair, kind of lucky. The pin in the shackle holding the clue in
had unwound maybe from the wind earlier. I don't know. It was laying just on the deck, picked it up, screwed that back in, and yeah, we got a sail up.
We made good time and ended up in Point Roberts before dark. The marina felt like being in a ghost town since the COVID-19 border restrictions made it difficult to access for both Canadians and Americans. Geographically, Point Roberts is located at the southern tip of the Tsawwassen Peninsula and is separated from the mainland USA by Boundary Bay. With the extreme cold temperatures the last few weeks, the salt water in the marina was starting to freeze over.
Just walked up from the marina to the marketplace in Point Roberts here, and getting fresh tracks in the snow. There's still about 5 inches or so on the ground, a couple degrees below. It's not too bad today. And need to pick up some supplies. We got a storm coming in. Need to try and find a pump for the fenders. A couple of them are kind of flat. And there's a few other things like quarters for the showers that I want to pick up, and get ourselves ready to be buckled down. Almost back to the marina. Just last little loop around to our spot that we're at. Cooling down. Hard to think it's going to be a stormy weekend. Got some big winds coming. So we're just bracing for some 50-knot winds tonight, and that's our boat right in the back there. And I went and checked out this boat because it didn't seem like it had a lot of ties down. There's only 2 lines, and one of them was worn almost completely off. So if this thing broke loose, it was going straight into our boat. I'll show you the lines here. So this is one of the lines. It's almost completely worn. It's going to very likely snap without a whole lot of on there. So I know it's not cool to go on someone else's boat, but I'm putting a new line in, the second one. There's one on the other side and another stern line. And hopefully we'll be able to keep this boat secure and not hitting us tonight. Yeah, it's really too bad with COVID. There's a lot of boats here in really rough condition that owners probably haven't been here in a couple of years. I'd say probably half the boats or more are looking like this. It's really sad. So this nice little Hunter here, but he doesn't have his side flaps down. And looks like it has been a zone for otters to come in and shit just all over the place. Oh. And I just came out to check on the boat. Winds are up 25 knots right now, 30 knots. We're strapped in pretty good, but definitely want to check the lines. We're starting to shake around. You can hear it whistling through the mast right now. Wow, what a change from yesterday to today. It's warmed up to 5 degrees above freezing or so, and the wind and the warmth is just completely taking the snow out. There's a little bit left. The docks are pretty much clear. Everything on our boat is snow-free right now. We're just going to walk out to the breakwater and have a look at what
the conditions are out. It's going to be windy like this tomorrow when we leave. So we want to see what we're going to be faced with.
So our neighbor down at the marina here is Bill from the fire hall, and that's where they do the COVID-19 test. So we gave him a shout this morning about maybe getting a lift up to the fire halls. It's about a 45-minute to an hour walk in these conditions. And Bill said he'd come down and give us the paperwork and give us the test here to do and set it up there. So we're just filling out the forms. Test results should be 24 hours, so we should get them back tomorrow, which means we will be able to get out of here. Just waiting for the wind to die down. It's blowing up to 50 knots outside right now. Supposed to die down tomorrow, Monday, but we'll just have to wait and see.
So it's Sunday night. We got our test this morning. We are just waiting to get out of here for the weather to break right now. Got 35 to 45 knot winds coming into the marina right now, and it's going to be pretty messy out in the bay. So we're going to hope the winds change for tomorrow morning. It's supposed to drop down to about 20, so we'll have to see in the morning when we get up. Plan would be to leave probably 9 a.m. Winds are supposed to drop throughout the day, so at 9 it's supposed to be about 20-22 knots when we come out here, and it's a pretty tight, close to shore exit. So with the wind pushing us into shore, so we're gonna have to be pretty careful and get on the throttle and follow the channel out to stay on course. Alright, so we're just cruising back. Winds have died now to about 22 knots. We were at 30 earlier. Seas up to 6 feet. Right now it's smelling out to about 4. It's not too bad, but yeah, definitely buried the rail today a number of times. Just trying to get out here, just passing sandheads marker. So I think we still need to get out a little bit deeper to get around this in the North Fraser, but we're getting hit southwest on the back quarter beam, which makes it pretty tough for keeping our course to the southwest. But fucking adrenaline's going though.
How fast did we go, Cap?
Top speed so far is 10.5 knots.
Woo!
Try to find our ways in life to give our hearts and soul a peace of mind. But you just wanna drink your wine and grab the glass and let it go down.
So we got dolphins swimming with us right now. Oh, right behind the boat.
I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over. Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Are you back away so far? just wanna drink the beer.
We're
and
around
pour the
Point
glass and
Grey.
let it go.
Into Vancouver Harbour.
We're going down. Now I can't hold you any longer. I can't cope 'cause you're a storm. A storm, a storm. I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over. Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Are you back away so far I couldn't see? Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Oh, you back away so far I couldn't see how far you drifted away along the street. How far you drifted away from me.
Whew, okay, we have made it back to Vancouver, and we are just at the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club, where we have to deal with customs and manage all the importation documentation. So we have to pay GST and PST, which is about 12%, and that should add up to be about $30,000. So not looking forward to that bill, but that's life. We're going to head over to Gig Harbour Marina, and we have secured a temporary slip there thanks to Grand Yachts. Chris's parents are going to meet us there. They're going to help us clean up the boat and help us take a whole bunch of stuff back to the house. We'll have to do a little bit of cleanup and we should be good to go. We forgot to film getting back to the dock in Gig Harbour, but Mom and Dad took some snapshots coming in. Well, it's been a while since we put out our last video, so we just wanted to update you about what's going on and why it's taken so long.
One thing we didn't anticipate was how long it would take for the editing process. We probably spent 20-25 hours just putting together each one of these videos.
We also both work full-time. We're in the middle of a house renovation. And honestly, we spend every free moment that we have out on the boat, learning to sail, exploring the Pacific Northwest, or probably doing upgrades, repairs, and maintenance.
The good news is that we've filmed pretty much everything that we've gone and done. So all of our adventures, we've got the camera out, and we've got some great footage, and we're going to be able to produce some awesome episodes coming up.
We've actually logged over 4,000 nautical miles since we started sailing. We've had some incredible adventures. From cruising in our local waters around Vancouver and English Bay to crossing the Strait of Georgia and exploring the Gulf Islands.
We've been up to Desolation Sound numerous times, which is amazing if you've never heard of it. And this summer we went up through the Broughtons and we circumnavigated Vancouver Island, which holds some formidable sailing waters.
We've had some great sailing vacays too, from meeting up with other YouTube channels in Mexico, like Parlay Revival, Breaking Waves, and All About Spray.
Last June, I went to the BVI's with our friend Bob and sailed on his 52-foot lagoon, which was absolutely incredible. And actually on Tuesday, I'm heading down to Cabo to help a friend deliver a boat all the way up to LA.
We've done so many upgrades on the boat, even though it really wasn't supposed to be a project boat. We've replaced the batteries for lithium, we did a solar arch, and now we've also got a new Jeanneau from North Sails.
We also have to introduce you to our pit bull boat dog, Bella. She absolutely loves coming on adventures with us, being on the boat, and going for hikes and exploring all the different places that we go to.
So stay tuned for some fun episodes to come. Please subscribe and leave a comment below. No, I don't want to say please subscribe. I hate that.
But we want people to subscribe.
I know, but I want to say it differently.
Okay.
So stay tuned for some more fun episodes to come. Definitely subscribe and leave a comment below. We do our very best to answer every question, and we really enjoy hearing from you. Thanks for watching.
Ew.
I think that was good.
Good enough?
Yep.